Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 unboxing. My name is Paul James, and today, as you can probably tell from this gorgeous, gorgeous specimen in the background, we are diving into the contents of the God of War Jotnar Edition, and I am incredibly excited to get into this one. Of course, I have already played the game, and please go check out all the content that I've made around the game up to this point. That is on player2.net.au. So thank you very much to PlayStation Australia, who provided us codes for early access to the game for the purposes of the review discussion, and Player 2 players that you'll see in the near future, but I didn't want to spoil anything right out the gate. It's a very story-heavy title. But that doesn't stop us from checking out this Jotnar Edition. We do have a collector's edition as well. Matto Phillips, Player 2's own Matto Phillips, Patch's own Matto Phillips, is working on an unboxing for that one as well. So please make sure to stay tuned and check that one out once it goes live as well. Maybe it's before this, maybe it's after it. I don't know. We both got them at the same day, same time, roughly the same time. So stay tuned for that one as well. Let's check out the contents. Now, I did also pick up the limited edition God of War Ragnarok DualSense controller, and I might crack into that before this unboxing is done. We'll wait and see on that one. But of course, it's a really fascinating design there. And please, if you're a hardcore God of War fan, please consider picking it up. It is available now. But what you're here to see first and foremost is, of course, this Jotnar Edition. So let's have a bit of a look at it. It's got this beautiful yellow kind of exterior here. Both Atreus and Kratos on the front. Some more Nordic designs down the back. Our outline of the contents, which is really cool. We've got God of War Ragnarok written across the top. Just black on the bottom, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Let's really focus on what is inside this thing. So, we're unsealed here. Sealed down the side. Now, I'm usually a little bit reckless and a bit rough with some of the boxes, but a bit like when we did Horizon Forbidden West early in the year, as you can see here and here. I want to be careful with this one. I love me a PlayStation first party title, and I do of course adore God of War Ragnarok, as is already noted in the review. So let's open this up. There's tape on the other side, so you can slide it either way if you like. But look at this beautiful thing. Alright. We've got it the right way up now. So let's have a bit of a look here. We've got one of the murals, the paintings that we see in both God of War and God of War Ragnarok. I won't spoil the nature of all of those in God of War Ragnarok, but we've got one of the doors here, and you can see the little tabs on it. Those bad boys are openable, so we'll take a bit of a look and see what's portrayed on the inside here. Obviously Nordic designs here, representing the 9 realms over here. And some portrayals of other things that are story-based that I will endeavour to avoid. I don't really want to spoil this for you. Though, of course, stay tuned for a spoiler cast that we'll have in the near future as well. The door comes down, but the lid, from the looks of it, also comes off. Yeah, it does. Right, inside we have our first little package. Oh, some of the silica stuff. But in here we have some beautiful dice of varying different sizes. We've got the 20 there, so we can get the 20-sided dice on the go. We've got a 10-sided dice here, but it's in increments of 10. The standard 6. some triangular ones, some hexagonal ones. So the hexagonal's the standard. Octagons. We've got all sorts of like there's what have we got? 7 different dice here. So you're good for any game involving dice going forward. You've got one God of War themed option to get the ball rolling for you. Natural 20. All right, next, actually, before we get to that one. We've got 2 little figures here that I believe, if I recall, when this was announced, basically the complements of little statues that came with God of War 2018, which I've got the statue up there. I'm sure I didn't just dispose of the little guys, but they might have been stored up when I moved homes and moved everything into the shed / studio space, of course. So we've got two figures here anyway. They look fantastic, really nicely detailed, and again, I'll try to refrain from saying too much about these. I'll move things around a little bit once we clear up a bit of space. Continuing on, we have the steelbook for the game, which includes things that I'm going to be covering with my fingers, codes, digital content, which includes the full game, PlayStation 4 theme, Avatar set, Dark Horse digital mini art book, the official God of War Ragnarok digital soundtrack, as well as the Kratos Darkdale armor, Darkdale axe grip, Darkdale blades handles, and the Atreus Darkdale attire. It's, voucher for a code. We've got another one here, again covering that up. Digital content that includes Kratos Risen Snow Armor and Atreus Risen Snow Tunic. They're both cosmetic, of course, and then just T's and C's and all that sort of stuff. Of course, keeping in mind that just like, and I guess this is my moment of discovery, that if you get the game on PS4, it's 2 discs. Perhaps. Not too sure, actually. I think Horizon Forbidden West might have been 2 discs as well. If you're playing that on PS4, 1 presumably if it's PS5. But of course, just like Horizon Forbidden West, it doesn't actually come with the disc anymore. That is there as a placeholder, and at some point I will get the discs to put inside it, because I cannot help myself. I can't have an empty steelbook like that, for as good as it looks. Next layer down, and we've got some more goodies here. Little material bag there. Something fell off it. What's that? What is that? Let's check to see what's inside the bag. Whoa. Ah, this one. Again, I'm going to refrain from spoilers here, but this ring, and don't worry, we're not going as detailed as Sic Parvis Magna and Uncharted or any of those sorts of things, but this ring is an important part of the game. It's nicely done. Slips over. I'm not going to wear it on the continue to wear it on the same finger as my wedding band, but there we go. She feels very weird having a ring on any other finger other than that one. But nice little bag for it. Keep that stashed in and nice and safe. And again, a bit more silica gel to go with it. We're getting there. I think that might have I think that spring's just part of the packaging. Alright, next up. We are inching our way towards the main attraction here, which you got a little look at when we cracked these, when we pulled this panel down before, but we'll make you wait for it. Now, while we're diving into this, I'll talk a little bit about God of War and how important it is, not only for the PlayStation library, but also even for myself, personally. God of War 2018 came out. I was married. In fact, my first child was on the way. Would I have known at that point? Or no, would have known at that point. It wasn't official at that point. Public knowledge at that point. Firstly, there's the map of the 9 realms. But yeah, when God of War came out in 2018, I obviously had a great love of the franchise from its PS2 and PS3 days, including obviously the PSP titles, and enjoyed playing all of those games, including the third and Ascension when they got remastered and put on the PS3 as well. But God of War 18 was an incredible game, of course. Everyone loves it, continues to love it. Heap praise upon it. I went back this year finally and got the platinum for the game as well. But there was a layer that was missing that friends of the show like Ryan Betson of the Pop Culturist, for example, would regularly cite as a parent the nature of the dynamic between Kratos and Atreus hitting in a different way, and it was something that I couldn't appreciate at the time because I wasn't a dad yet, and that would change by September of that year. But as we get some really gorgeous looking pins here too. They look incredible, actually. Big heavy things. It was something that I really learnt. There's a lot that I had to learn, obviously, being a dad, and there's stuff that you're continuing to learn in that space. Well, that's everything for that. Okay, so now it's time to move back and open the doors. There's a lot you got to learn when you're first time dad, and even second time now. There's still things that I'm learning, but and we'll continue to learn for a long time. But I learned to appreciate God of War 2018 a lot more when I returned and played it, chasing the platinum earlier this year. But it's the way things hit in that story that hit differently if you have that context. Things that, like, when I think about God of War 2018 and my initial experience, I think about the Blades of Chaos. And I think about wielding the Blades of Chaos. And I think about the moment that Kratos had to go through to kind of engage with his old self when he picked up the Blades of Chaos. But the Atreus component, the fatherly component, was something I was missing. And I replayed it and grew to love that, and understand things on the level that so many others did. And getting to play God of War Ragnarok through the lens now of being a father, playing it for the first time through the lens of being a father, there was a lot of moments in that game that really hit in a totally different way than what they will if you're lacking that context, I guess. And so take your time with it, enjoy it, bask in it, savor those moments. And if you are a parent, have some Kleenex nearby. You might need them. All right, back to business. The last component of our unboxing today is, of course, Mjolnir, Thor's hammer itself. So let's see. It's bigger than I expected. Having seen photos and those sort of things, I thought it was a little bit small than it actually is, but this is something. This is durable. This is, spare no expense kind of stuff. This is fantastic. It'll be faux leather, I'm sure, but like, you got that leather binding for grip. Like, obviously the thing is plastic, but it's good quality stuff. It's really well made. I'm really impressed by that. That's fantastic. Well done, Santa Monica. This is, and PlayStation. You've put the effort in here, and it really shows. Incredibly detailed. And I think I need to find a way to get myself a Leviathan axe now to go alongside this. Like a proper, I don't know, someone make me a Leviathan axe? That'd be great. Oh. Alright, anyway, let's quickly summarise all the contents here, and now bring all the other stuff that I've previously opened back into show. We, of course, have the beautiful box here that has some fantastic giant art here. We have Mjolnir. That's going to be taking pride of place up on the shelf there. We'll have to find a nice spot for that. We have the steelbook, including codes for DLC and the game. We have our two little statues here. Again, fantastic level of detail. Next, the pins. Once you play it, you'll know exactly what they're all about. A map of the 9 realms. Upside down. Map of the 9 realms. Looking fantastic. Our 7 very Nordic, very God of War inspired dice. With a nice little bag for them. And the one ring to rule them all, the one ring to bind them, the one ring to rule, in the darkness bind them anyway. Lord of the Rings reference. And our ring here, which, again, I won't go into any detail about because it'll be a spoiler for the game. But that there makes up the contents of the God of War Ragnarok Jotnar Edition. Please take a look at Matto's unboxing of the Collector's Edition, either right after this or sometime in the near future anyway. Check out what is in there. There are some subtle little differences, which is really, really cool. We both will bond over the hammer and maybe take a few swings at one another at some point. Maybe we can have a big moment during a patched episode coming up. We'll see how we go there. But there's some really, really awesome contents here. I don't know where I'm going to fit the hammer. That's a future Paul problem. But it's got to go up there. It's got to go up there. And some obviously other fantastic things there. We'll squeeze in the controller really quickly as well. Why not? Now, I don't care about the box of this one. Let's just dive in. But it's limited edition. No, I could buy one off the shelf. I didn't. I pre-ordered, but I could buy one off the shelf. I saw them on the shelf. Some promo stuff. Yeah, it's usual controller business, but a little bit of see-through so you can. Yep. There's a DualSense there. We have the God of War Ragnarok themed DualSense controller. God of War Ragnarok on the back. The wolves on the front. Looking for wolves and bear. Wolf and bear. Looking incredible on the front. Please, all things God of War. I will attest at this point, this game is absolutely my game of the year. Horizon Forbidden West was sitting in that spot. This has eclipsed it. And there are some other fantastic games as well, and it just blows them all away. So please make sure the game is out now, so get your hands on it, go and buy it, and enjoy one of the best experiences you're ever likely to have in this medium. I was riveted, I was hooked throughout. I played some incredibly long binging sessions to try and get myself where I needed to be. Don't do that, take your time, enjoy it, savor it, and yeah, just kick back and enjoy it. It's such powerful stuff. If you enjoyed this unboxing though, that is all for this unboxing. If you enjoyed what you saw, enjoyed what I'm putting out there for you, the storytelling along the way, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. All the buttons are down below. Hit the notification bell, that way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, Player 2 Plays, Gamer School, more unboxings, and a whole bunch of really other cool stuff. All stuff that can be found exclusively on this YouTube channel, so please subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website player2.net.au for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series Patched, Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary, where there's been some sensational developer guests on the show in recent weeks and months, with more to come. Please subscribe and go and check it out. And hey, if you want to drive a little bit of social media business, I'm trying to get Corey Barlog on episode 100. It's coming up really close. It's about a month away. Desperately want to get Corey Barlog on somehow. Trying to find a way to make this thing work. I don't think it will, but I can dream, right? I can dream. So, help out there. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. The lower tiers, early access to episodes. At the higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And finally, there's Twitter. You'll find me at Paul James Games. The website you'll find at player2au. And until next time, thank you to my local JB Hi-Fi for providing me a Jotnar Edition. Thank you to PlayStation for making it. Thank you to Santa Monica Studio for producing the game of the year, what I assume will end up being my game of the year this year. It is certainly the front runner right now. What I assume will end up being the game of the year this year. Fantastic title. Please go out and pick it up now. You would be remiss to miss out on an opportunity to play a game as incredible as God of War Ragnarok, the perfect foil for the 2018 game. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next unboxing.